Securities Exchange PLC held its 7th annual general meeting in Victoria Island, Lagos. The meeting was coordinated by the chairman of the board, Dr. Joseph Nnana. According to him, the gathering was an opportunity to engage market stakeholders on its 2018 performance and the outlook for 2019. External auditors KP.
Today is a day for recognizing and celebrating excellence. However, since we have the presence of His Excellency with us, permit me to use this occasion to pass on quietly a few issues that are very close to the heart of the market. One of such issues is the consistently high interest rates, especially on short-term risk-free instruments, which is a disincentive to long-term investments and unfavorable to our equity capital markets, the source of risk capital formation in any economy. We are not unaware of the economic challenges which forces a tight monetary policy regime, but the need for fiscal and monetary policy balance to prevent the crowding out of the capital market cannot be overemphasized. We advocate favorable tax structures for the capital markets, as studies have shown that listed companies are inherently more transparent in their financial reporting and pay much more in taxes compared to unlisted companies. We seek tax incentives such as reduced company income tax for a limited period and reserving government privileges like pioneer status for either only public companies or private companies with a committed, defined period for listing. We think this action will greatly improve equity listings in the Nigerian capital market.
Their separate reports stated that the financials of FMDQ Securities Exchange aligned with the provisions of the IFRS and CAMA. Highlights of the AGM were resolutions on re-election of directors, reappointment of the external auditors, and the members of the audit committee. The chairman, Dr. Joseph Nnana, speaks further on the performance of 2018 and the outlook.
We see the capital market as an important driver of our growth agenda, and we will continue to collaborate with the capital market community to support its effort to positioning our market to where it should be. This administration, and especially my office, has supported the 10-year capital market master plan implementation initiatives since inception in 2015. As many of you may be aware, in the past few weeks and months after the 2019 elections, I have engaged various stakeholders from the capital market community and on several issues, some urgent and others of a longer term tenure. On the part of the government, we are already tackling the issues regarding stamp duties collection and the extension of the VAT exemption on capital market transactions. These issues are being addressed currently, and a resolution would be announced very soon. We have also commenced work on other aspects of CAMIC's requests that require government intervention, and will be collaborating with many of you in the capital market community to successfully address them. My office is actually represented on the CAMIC. I will therefore be receiving periodic reports on suggestions to further strengthen our support of your efforts and the market as a whole. We all desire a capital market that will broaden access to economic prosperity by enabling the emergence of financially responsible citizens, accelerating wealth creation and wealth distribution, providing capital to small and medium-scale enterprises, and catalyzing housing finance. Let me therefore commend the Securities and Exchange Commission, CAMIC, and the capital market community for the laudable accomplishments so far recorded in the implementation of the master plan, especially in the areas of dematerialization of share certificates, e-dividend mandates, facilitation of access to alternative investments, as well as various initiatives to enhance the commodities ecosystem. Indeed, government and the private sector need to continue to work together to create sustainable businesses and provide the necessary jobs for for our teeming youths. In this area, an association such as the AIHN that channel funds to companies and infrastructure is at the forefront. I would like to use this opportunity, therefore, to congratulate the recipient of tonight's awards and charge you to remember that the reward for work well done is opportunity to do more.
The consolidated profit before tax at 7.21 billion naira in 2018, which surpassed 349.76 million naira recorded in 2017, successful operationalization of FMDQ Clear Limited. It is expected that the leadership will and transparency to drive a vibrant fixed income, derivatives and debt capital market. In his state,
I feel highly excited that I was able to attend this occasion, giving me the opportunity to meet with the big players in the capital market. I think it's a lifetime opportunity to have all of them under one roof and to also interact. So for me, this is the beginning of a new venture that hopefully we should develop with the capital markets in Nigeria. Coming from the private sector, I've seen lots of opportunities in Niger State. I usually call Niger State an emerging market, and primarily the sectors are agriculture, tourism, and solid minerals. So even infrastructure. Part of the bonds we try to raise is for infrastructure development, because without infrastructure, it slows down development in other sectors. So you need to put the enabling environment in place first. So I just met one of our, I won't say clients, but one of our friends that is interested in developing almost 50,000 hectares of land for rice. And they're also thinking of setting up a rice processing mill in Niger State. So I think these occasions gives you the opportunity to meet not just the big players in the capital market, but also it gives you the opportunity to meet investors. And I think I met one this evening.
Mr. Chuka, Eseka, the president of AIHN, gave his view on the awards and re-emphasized the need for the new cabinet that will be inaugurated to bring urgency to economic reforms in the country.
This event was to celebrate and recognize excellence. Excellence among our membership, our members who over a period of 12 months performed very well, served their clients satisfactorily, and deserve to be awarded. Tonight was also a night to recognize our past practitioners that made a difference in industry, catalyzed industry growth, and left lasting legacies. Tonight was also a night to recognize a titan of the Nigerian capital markets, that's Alhaji Dangote, that has played a role in deepening and increasing the number of tradable securities in the market. So we decided to have annual dinner and award nights as a way of celebrating ourselves, and at the same time passing across messages to our stakeholders in a softer form under a relaxed environment. So we also use the opportunity to pass across to all stakeholders a number of soft messages, things that we need to continuously focus on so that the capital market can play a role of being a catalyst to economic growth. The AIHN, from as far back as March, talked about its 4-point agenda. And those are the 4 issues we think government should focus on to lay the bedrock for economic growth. And the first one of that is to ensure that we promote economic policies that recognize market principles in everything we do. We also mentioned taking key decisions that will make the economy work in a better manner. We also talked about oil and gas sector optimization, power sector reform, and private sector-led infrastructure growth. So those are the areas in which we believe that government should focus on to create the base for the growth of the economy.
From the 2019 Association of Issuing Houses of Nigeria, it is clear that the federal government must sustain the ease of doing business reforms and partner with the capital markets to build a robust and resilient Nigerian economy.